since we were silent in the womb, not talking but hurting each other. A long night full of tears, but you were still there, never giving up. We felt we almost gave up, but love doesn't let us separate. Even though the world is not always friendly, we learn to forgive each other, trust each other. Because this love is never in vain. Even though we fall and we're still together in your arms, I find meaning from all the tears that have ever fallen on my chest. You and I, strong because of the war, and happy because we still love each other. Your smile means more, because I know we almost left, but the heart never really wants to separate from this house called us. Imperfect, but real, you are the sorrow and happiness that I embrace forever. Because this love is never in vain. Even though we fall and we're still together in your arms, I find meaning from all the tears that have ever fallen on my chest. You and I, strong because of the wounds, and happy because we still love each other. If tomorrow comes and the world changes, let our love remain the direction. We've been through the storm, now it's time to enjoy the light. Because this love is never in vain. Even though we're hurt, we still believe that love isn't about perfection, but about who's still there. You and I, two souls who are loyal to each other, finding happiness in the wounds. This love is never in vain, because we choose to stay together. We went through rain and sun. Year after year I held on to a promise. I thought you were the end of this story, but fate said otherwise. All plans, printed invitations, white dress hanging meaninglessly, the ring I chose with you, now only a silent witness. Almost yours forever. I almost called you to the altar, but love wasn't strong enough to survive. We lost before we were united. Your smile still lives in my dreams. This place is full of your our shadow. We have a beautiful story, but not all love ends magnificently. Maybe we hope too long until we forgot love could disappear. Now all that's left are memories and wounds that never got clear. Almost yours forever. I almost called you to the altar, but love wasn't strong enough to survive. We lost before we were united. Goodbye, the future in front of me, but I didn't have time to go through with you. Even though this love is not united, I still love you. We used to be silent in each other's wounds. Don't know whether to hold on or give up. Days full of questions and disappointments, but my heart still chooses you too. Not all stories are sweet from the start. We learn love through falling and failing, but every pain we go through makes this love more meaningful. Between tears and laughter, we find the true meaning. Love is not just about happiness, but also about who remains. You and I, two brave souls, loving even though it's not always easy. You hug me when the world is far away, and I accompany you when your steps are fragile. We are imperfect, but we take care of each other. That's the love that not everyone has. Sometimes tears come without reason, but your smile is always the medicine. Between tears and laughter, we find the meaning truly. Love is not only about happiness, but also about who remains. You and I, two brave souls, loving though not always easy. Maybe later we'll cry again, but this time we know how to understand each other. No love is always bright, but true love never gives up. Between tears and laughter, we grow though slowly. And when everyone gives up, we still choose to believe this love is our home. A place where wounds and happiness greet each other. Between tears and laughter, I still want want to be with you forever. We almost gave up, wounded by words, silence and anger. But love doesn't just go away, it chooses to stay, even though it hurts. We go through lonely days with unknown tears, but behind the sadness we live, there is a small laugh that we still protect. Not because it's easy we survive, but because this heart doesn't want to lose. We live this love steadfastly, although it's not always beautiful. Sometimes it's hard, but I know you're still here, with feelings that continue to be pushed aside. Sadness and happiness alternate, but this love never goes away. You hold my hand when I'm fragile, and I accompany your steps when you fall. We are not perfect, but loyal to each other, in the storms and rainbows that sing. Maybe the world is not always friendly, but our hearts are always home. We live this love steadfastly, although it's not always beautiful, sometimes tiring. But I know you are still here, with feelings that continue to be pushed aside. Sadness and happiness alternate, but this love never goes away. If the storm comes again, I believe we are stronger now, because wounds have taught us that true love doesn't just run away. We live this love steadfastly, although we have lost our way. But I know you are still here, keeping the promise that we hold tightly. Sadness and happiness are not the end of the story, because our love is real steadfastness. Stay with me, even though it is not easy, because with you, my heart is the most steadfast. When my feet stop penetrating the silent morning mist, sweat flows, breath is short, but your presence makes everything light and eternal. You laugh when I almost fall, I hold your hand, warm and full, in the silence of the pine forest. Love grows slowly, so smooth. Love above the clouds, we find it without planning. At the height of the heart speaks. No need for many words. You and I in harmony with the rhythm between the sky and the universe. Love is lit above the unusual cloud. The twilight sky colors your face. Behind the tent you tell me longing. I am silent, but my heart knows I want to climb life with you. When the stars fall slowly, we both sit without burden. The sound of nature becomes a song, and you become a verse that is always new. Love above the clouds, beautifully written behind sweat and rain. The summit is not the destination, but the way you hold my hand on the way. You and I, a pair of souls, finding a home in the air. Love that is not mortal, love above the clouds forever. When we come back down, understand, know that the real peace is when you hold this heart above the clouds. You and I, eternal.
Among thousands of steps ago, only one brought me to you. When the world feels quiet, you come slowly fill this heart.
Not because of the words you say, but the way you persist. A company without asking many questions, become a home when everything is empty. For you forever, I am trust all my feelings. No need for blue promises. Suffice your presence that never hesitates. Even in silence you are faithful. Become a light in every room. For you my love will never subside. We are not perfect, we have fallen, but you have never turned away. You embrace my fragile heart and make it the most intact place. If time fades and the world becomes fake, I will still love you in a way that I don't always know. For you forever, let time be the witness. I love you in all happiness, wounds, and the rest story. Even though the world keeps
doesn't need a reason, it just knows you're the only goal. Today I hold your hand tightly with the blessing of heaven and complete love. In front of everyone, I swear to be yours for the rest of my life, will not change. This step is not just a dream. This is a promise of two hearts that have now united. You and I, now one, in a love that never hesitates. From today until the end of time, growing old together, taking care of each other. This is the beginning of forever. No need for luxury, just your heart, my place to return, a harbor of longing. We built simple days with love that grows in every prayer. Even though a storm comes, you are still where I stand. You and I, now are one, living a love that never hesitates. Growing old together into the day, and this will be gaining on forever. Don't confess that everything is perfect, but my heart only for you forever. In your arms I find peace, a place where all worlds connect. You and I, now one, in a love that never hesitates. From today until the end of time, growing old together, taking care of each other. This is the beginning of forever. Yes, this is the beginning of forever with you. I am ready to live it forever. My steps are slow on the train platform. Drizzling rain greets the dusk. Then my eyes catch your face. Secretly my heart is tied to time. You hug the suitcase in your hand tightly. Your eyes are calm, accidentally quiet.
it's only us, only you and me. At the first station we met, without words love began to be felt. An unusual first sight. Since then my heart has gone nowhere. You who I did not know, now I love. It all started at the first station. You smiled and time slowed down. I was nervous but still captivated. We sat side by side, but the distance felt deeper. And the train arrived, but my heart was left there, where I saw you for the first time. At the first station we met, without words love began felt. Unusual first sight. Since then my heart has gone nowhere. You who I didn't know, now I love. It all started at the first station. If there is a written destiny, I want to go back to that sweet day when you and I met eyes at that station. Everything started. On the park bench where we sat, still remembering the laughter that was so funny. The afternoon wind greeted me slowly, like your whisper when you sail your hopes. We once dreamed as high as the sky, both challenging the narrow time. No matter what the world says, as long as you and I stay together. You are a beautiful memory that never disappears. Even though time passes in my heart, you are still felt the warmth of your hug, your voice, everything. Even though now our paths are no longer the same, your love remains, becoming part of my soul. In the quiet night, I smile alone. Imagine the way you used to look at me. Not all love must be owned, but enough to be remembered with all my heart. No regrets, only longing, because this love was once so whole. You are a beautiful memory that never disappears. Even though time passes in my heart, you were still felt the warmth of your heart, your voice, everything. Even though now our paths are no longer the same, your love remains a part of the song. If one day we meet again, I want you to know I still love you. Not to return, but to say thank you for the love that was once complete. You are a beautiful memory that cannot be replaced by anyone. In my heart, you are still special. First love that never disappears. Even though now you are no longer mine, you are still a song in this heart. Beautiful memories that never really go away.
Tired steps in the quiet hallway. You sit quietly, accompanying the silence. Puffy eyes, a smile, trying to be strong when the world feels so daunting. I came with anxiety, guarding father, waiting with resignation. Then our gazes met. There was peace that slowly penetrated the heart. In the hospital hallway, we met without a plan. Two hearts that were hurt, finding the warmth of love. Not many words, just feelings that grew from tears. Unusual love started in the hospital hallway. You told me about your mother, with a soft voice full of longing. I nodded, feeling the same, like we were reading each other's soul. In the quiet bed of the night, you held my hand slowly, and I knew from that moment you were in my future. In the hospital hallway, we met without a plan. Two hearts that were hurt, finding the warmth of love. Not many words, just feelings growing from tears. Unusual love starting in the hospital hallway. Now even though time passes, we still hold one longing, because true love can come in the most unexpected places, like us in the hospital hallway.
talk about dreams, arranging the day we will live. Although the world keeps changing, my love for you remains unwavering. Let's hold on to tomorrow with love that will never fade. Bright sky or gray cloudy, we face it together. It's me and you. This is the story our future. Step by step, we step to it, falling up and down, never tired. You are the home in my heart, my place to return, my place to take shelter. Let's forget tomorrow, two hearts that are already bound by home, with love that will never fade. Bright sky or gray, gray cloudy, we face it together. Let's cry.